A very good day, everyone. My name is Pedro from Team Singapore of Denso Youth of Action, DYEA program 2009. Before I begin, I would really like to take this time to sincerely apologize for not being present right now. I'm currently on a student exchange program in the Georgia Institute of Technology in Atlanta of America. So, you have my deepest apologies. I would also like to take this time to thank DYEA and, of course, Denso Corporation for giving my friends Ariel, Faye, and I this wonderful once-in-a-lifetime experience in Japan with people of the same passion in saving the environment. Thank you very, very much. We are really eternally grateful for this opportunity. I would also like to take this time to especially thank Audrey of Denso Corporation. I know that Faye, Aaron, and I, the three of us can get pretty naughty at times. So thank you for your endless patience in dealing with us. We are very, very grateful and appreciative of your efforts. So without further ado, let's start our presentation. My action plan is entitled Green Screen Singapore, which can also be abbreviated to GSS. So before I begin, I'll tell you a little bit more about myself through my ever-trusty Facebook page. So I'm Pedro Xiu. I'm currently a student in the Nanyang Technological University of Singapore, studying communication studies, specializing in broadcast and cinema studies. You see the very handsome guy in the photograph? That's not me, that's Kuba. He's my friend at the Singapore Zoo. The not so handsome guy holding him? That's me. So I actually work part-time in the Singapore Zoo because it is my passion to work with animals as well as to inform the public about the need for conservation. So I'm going to skip the information about Singapore because we all know enough about it. My project is entitled GSS Green Screen Singapore, and this is basically a film workshop and competition open to the tertiary education students of the 19 junior colleges across Singapore. The objective of GSS is primarily to nurture a generation of inquisitive, nature-loving individuals through the medium of filmmaking. And our secondary objective is actually to cause a peripheral increase in the level of environmental awareness in the general population of Singapore through the actions of our participants. So, why filmmaking? Why did I choose this medium? Now, this medium is actually, in my opinion, is a very good way to capture and captivate imagination and interest of people in general. Furthermore, filmmaking, or shall I say amateur filmmaking, is an increasing trend in Singapore. With cheaper cameras and cheaper softwares, almost anyone can make their film. For those of you who are unfamiliar with how a film competition works, think of it as the process of farming rice. So there are 3 phases. Ooh, rice. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So, the first phase includes the sowing of seeds, or in this case, it would be the sowing of ideas, followed by the growth of these ideas, or should I say the production of the films, and lastly, we have the harvesting and the broadcast of our student films. Phase 1, we basically have, we're going to teach the students on basic camera handling techniques. We're going to teach them how to use editing softwares, as well as various forms of storytelling and narration techniques. We're also going to give them the other forms of essential skills to facilitate filmmaking, as well as hopefully providing the equipment for them. Now, in addition to just teaching them how to make films, obviously we'll teach them how to, we can teach them about the environment as well. So, I hope to hold environmental seminars, which involves prominent environmental figures in the local environmental scene. Now, these figures would present short environmental seminars in the context of Singapore. And this will perhaps give participants a better understanding of the environmental issues that Singapore faces. In addition to this, and in addition to just learning in the classroom, we also wish to give our participants selected field trips to various nature reserves in Singapore. Now this is so that our participants would have a first-hand appreciative experience of nature. Our second phase is basically the production phase, where the participants will be given 3 months to produce and submit their own Singaporean green film. Now, my opinion as an organizer, or as a prospective organizer, this will actually be my favorite phase because I don't need to do anything. I can just sit back, relax, and smile. Based on the creativity and quality of our submissions, winners will be chosen among all the films, and they will be given public recognition. However, all submissions will be given public broadcasting through, firstly, the internet, through Facebook and YouTube, as well as other video sharing websites. We also hope to show it at school assemblies where the friends of these filmmakers can actually see the works of their friends, and perhaps they would themselves will be educated and influenced. The expected outcome of GSS is that we hope to have active student participation in all the junior colleges in Singapore in this event. We also hope to ignite a passionate interest for the environment and conservation among the students who are involved and not involved in this event. So, you might be asking, why would this even work? Now, I personally believe that this could work because it doesn't focus on the end product, it doesn't focus on the film. Instead, it focuses on the people and the process behind it. And furthermore, this so-called organizing of this event, it can be continuously improved and modified through feedback. So every year that's held, it can be improved. And since, this is probably going to be held by a committee, it's framework driven. In other words, as long as I set up the original or a firm committee, it can be done year after year after year, even if I am absent. So with this, I've come to the end of my presentation,